Clemson will kick things off, and we are underway here in Clemson, South Carolina. Other games inside the ACC tournament today. We'll keep you abreast of those as we work our way through the evening here. First 5 to 10 minutes of a match, always interesting in any postseason stuff to me, Kevin. I mean, you've been there as a coach. Get all the butterflies out. Some people come into this thing without any butterflies. Others, man, it's tough to get rid of them even when you play the first 45 minutes of a match.
Right, and you got your first tackle there. The adrenaline's flowing. You're jacked up. These teams both need to settle in and focus on the job at hand.
Duquesne will play it back. Out of bounds off of Pitt. As we've seen, we've called several Clemson games this year. As we've seen throughout the year, teams, because of the scoring ability of Clemson, have really packed things back defensively, try to frustrate the Clemson offense.
Right, their counterattacking ability is so good. A lot of times teams will concede space, get a solid block of players.
Yeah, passes in short spaces for Clemson could be certainly a key for them. And then,
well, and every coach we talk to about it, it's so important to break that Clemson press. You can see how high Moose is playing there. And that's what Clemson will hope for, is Pitt to be forced to go long.
Play it off to the wing. And just play it back. And this is one of the things that you followed a Mike Noonan coach team, you know, they like to probe. They will try to flip the ball side to side. Good move down the sideline there by Yoshizawa. Played back onto the foot of Stevenson.
It's just so dynamic on the dribble.
Gian with a nice turn. Attacks into the box. And that ball is going to be tipped away, and we'll get a corner be awarded here for Clemson. Yeah. Head coach of the Pitt Panthers, a good one. Jay Vidovich, guy that has won a national championship, did that at Wake. 2009, his 10th season here at Pitt. As you can see, an 8-time ACC Coach of the Year. And there you see his tenure at Wake as well.
Well, results haven't gone their way this year, but this is still a very dangerous team, very well-organized team.
Yeah, they were the #3 team in the nation when they came in here for what was the ACC opener. As Clemson will play it short. And Duquesne will chip it in, and ball's gonna be sent up and over the net. I like that style. I don't mind it playing short if you can come out and play it on the 45. That was a good effort right there by Clemson. Head coach of the Clemson Tigers would be the man that is sitting there to the right, Mike Noonan. A couple of NCAA championships, 16 years here at Clemson. You can see the 3-time ACC Tournament championships that he has won, most recently in 2003.
Well, if he keeps it up, they're going to have to increase the size of that bug and create a couple more lines for him, Don.
Gian.
And that's why he's so dangerous. He attracts a lot of attention, draws players to him.
Duquesne, good feed. Yoshizawa takes it to the end line, tries to center it out front, but cleared away. That'll become a throw in. Duquesne will get it quickly, see if he can find somebody open. And he'll give it a quick toss. Ajabang, all cleared out. Settle it, push it quickly. Open Lola, centers it in, the ball skipped across. That was dangerous for a sec.
Now Clemson's having some joy here in wide areas early.
Jimenez plays it back. Leib. One touch it here. Once again, Jin. Able to control in the box. Pressure on. And they, looking to push it right back. Jin was not looking for that. Goal kick.
Well, you can see Okunlola does so well to get forward here, and has a dangerous ball he serves in with pace. He's getting shaped away from Moxham. He does well to just parry it away.
And Musa gave up on that a little bit.
I think he was surprised by the velocity of that ball when it came in.
So once again, we'll try to press. Ball pushed right back into the Pitt half. Gian trying to backheel it, but he goes out of bounds. Coming through, nice play off of his leg. Magnuson. Live. Gian push it back. Musa on the settle. And gonna be tripped up.
That's terrific first touch from Musa. Take that on his chest.
Back to live action. Duquesne centers it out front, and Musa misses the wide open opportunity. You count that one. Remember that right there. That could have been a goal very early on here for Clemson.
Well, Don, I think it was a little similar to the last one. They were surprised how quickly the ball found itself across the mouth of the goal. That was Arthur Duquesne on the delivery that time. That was a terrific cross.
Ball misplayed by Clemson's for a throw-in. Let's go back and take a look at this, Kevin.
Yeah, good positive first touch here. He knows exactly where he wants to attack. Oh. It looked like he wanted to take it on the outside of his left foot rather than let it come across his body and put it on his right foot.
And even almost because of the open net, just get your whole body in front of you, carry the ball with you to the net.
Yeah. When it's served across with that type of pace on it, all you have to do is just redirect it.
Usually in tournament play, you better take advantage of those opportunities when you have them.
Yeah, 100%.
Out front shot, fired and a score, and that's why. Dahl scores his third goal of the year. Their first threat, really the first time that Pitt had been in the Clemson half, and just like that, it's 1-0 Pitt.
Well, seems to follow the same script of this meeting back in September when Pitt struck first. It's a well-placed shot into the bottom corner.
Let's go back and look at this. I mean, this is just well struck. And Dama trying to go to his left, just got beat.
I think he was just shielded by Magnuson there. He didn't quite see the ball until it was too late.
Dahl's third goal of the season, 8-minute mark. You can see Pitt in the last 7 years, 62-4-4 when scoring first. Now this year they're 0-1-1.
Right.
But under Jay Vidovich, when this team scores first, they are extraordinarily difficult to beat.
First real opportunity, and they capitalized.
Like you said, they did score first here against Clemson back on the 5th of September and ended up losing that match 3-2. Moose says it tipped away from him, but Duquesne able to come up with it. Yoshizawa to Musa. Cross, and that's going to be an offside.
That was very close.
Ajabang.
I like the run from Ajabang coming out of midfield, though, and just a fraction offside there, I think.
Yeah, you can see.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that was Duquesne that was offside, far side of the screen.
That's good discipline from that Pitt back line.
Player down for Pitt. All right, so we mentioned the 3-2 victory by Clemson back on the 5th of September here at historic Riggs Field. Here's a little bit of a look at that. So Gian able to pump one in. And that gave Clemson at that time a 2-1 lead. Then the goal ties it at 2 for Pitt. And then here's the winner by Nathan Richmond at the 80-minute mark. That was the ACC opener for both clubs. Midfield with a play him back in.
I think with a sigh of relief, you certainly don't want to make that change so early.
Gian trying to clear it forward as player back on for Pitt. So Clemson finds themselves an early 1-0 hole. Push it through. Still outside the box. Now they chip it in. And that ball will be headed out live, and it'll come to the sideline for a throw-in for Pitt. Wetzel will jump on that quickly. Sorensen plays it forward, and then ball tipped away. It'll be picked up once again by Sorensen. It's it to Moxman and gets it right back.
That's a good job of breaking pressure from Pitt.
Find the open space. Play it forward. Good defense there. Duquesne able to get in front of that. Knock it away. And there's going to be a trip. So Clemson will play it quickly, and they will. Stevenson. Trying to force it into Gian. Lola plays it forward off the chest of Gian. And then that ball will be tipped away, throw in Clemson. Okunlola adjusting the shin guard there underneath the sock. You and I talked about this earlier this year. Shin guards are not much of anything compared to what they used to be. Used to be almost big pillows.
Yeah, they've got
big pieces of foam rubber that were underneath there.
They've gotten smaller and lighter.
Yeah. The trip foul called on Clemson. And maybe one to the thigh.
Yeah, it looks like
Dahl, the goal scorer,
and just picked up a little dead leg there. So that's painful.
See, they come across. Oh, yeah. Knee caught thigh. And then ball play behind. Throwing Clemson. Okunlola once again will take the throw in, get it to Gian. Duquesne trying to split defenders. Errant pass. Sorensen back line, flips it forward. They say this is onside. Clemson defense gets back. Yoshizawa can't carry it through the nice sliding tackle there by Wetzel. And ball comes out front and scooped up Andema.
It's a terrific tackle from Wetzel, because I think Yoshizawa would have been off to the races there.
Jimenez one more time, Gian in traffic. Duquesne asks for it and gets it. And we'll play it right backside. Stevenson on the trying to cross. And Lola trying to push it in, but off the defender.
That was a great ball to change the point of attack from Floki Stevenson.
Ajabang trying to flip that up and over the defender. Didn't quite work the way he intended it to. Ball chased down backside by Leib. Some more Duquesne plays it for Yoshizawa. Chase it down. Push it, trying to push it to Duquesne, sliding tackle, and that's going to go for a goal kick. Deflect off to Duquesne.
Good tackle from Vicek.
So if you're thinking about where these teams are RPI-wise in the whole league, well, you can see it's pretty strong. Virginia sits atop with the third best RPI in the country. There's Clemson at 19. So really going to be interesting to see as this tournament goes along, who's going to make a run, because there's going to be somebody from the bottom half of the bracket that makes a run and tries to get themselves back in at least chatter of making the NCAA tournament.
Right, if you can get around that magic number, around 35, you've got a pretty good chance, and winning a couple of games in the ACC tournament would go a long way.
Well, you saw Clemson at 19. They're hoping they can make a little bit of a run to try to secure one of those magical top 16 spots in the tournament. Good play at home. Good cross. Oh, nice little job of tipping that away by Stevenson. Pitt's already scored one from the top of the box. Try to touch this one in. It'll be played back to Andema. He will clear it. Musa. Gian able to settle it off the header, and he'll push. Feed it to Musa.
He's on.
Back to Gian. Try to one-time it through. Blocked. Here's another one-time shot. Jimenez. Let me chase down. Keep it in play. And then misplays it out of bounds.
You got a glimpse of just a change of pace from Gian there. Just explosive with his first touch.
Pitt able to settle it in traffic. Wetzel will play it back. Trying to push it forward for Villamajana. Pitt trying to work against this pressing defense, and Gian comes up with a steal. Ajabang trying to touch it off, and then gets it right back. Trying to feed it forward, looking for the breaking Musa, but backside defense for Pitt has none of that. Here's a throw in, Clemson. Yoshizawa can't get through two defenders. Pitt will look to build off the back end. Send it up the wing. It'll be chased down. Okunlola. And that will be touched out of bounds by Villamajana.
Sensed a lot of pressure there. I was surprised he just didn't release the pressure and play Andima's feet there.
Okunlola going to give it up. Magnuson will come take the throw in. Gets it into Jimenez, and then they play it back. Stevenson. Duquesne takes off on the break. Going to try to run this down. Oh, just come into the box. Moxham can scoop it up.
I think Stevenson was trying to shape that towards the corner flag a bit more, but Moxham was aware.
Moxham foots one deep into Clemson's zone. Chased down and controlled by Carter. Vicek to the foot of Wetzel. Bedouret ends up going all the way back. Moxham. Wetzel trying to push it forward, and then a late whistle coming over the back was Stevenson as he came over the back of Carter. Look there at Grayson Carter. Guy that was 80th in the country according to Top Drawer mid-season top 100 freshman in the country.
Yes, he scored in this last fixture here back in September.
Yep. Jimenez to Stevenson. Jimenez trying to touch it quickly. Bad pass. Vicek shoots it forward. Run is on. Thorson chases it in, only to see it tackled out of bounds by Leib. So Vicek to throw in. Ajabang, Jimenez, Gian, Musa plays it forward. Okunlola trying to play it back, and that's going to go out of bounds off of the defender. Good defense there by Gilman.
Yeah, he's just slowing the play down, and Okunlola was waiting for his teammates to arrive, but he was so quick on that counterattack that he was basically going solo.
Gian loses it out of bounds on the sideline. All right, so other scores. All right, so North Carolina, Notre Dame. What now? The Tar Heels with a 1-0 lead first half there. Take a look at all the scores for you. There's some highlights, I believe, coming up at halftime.
These seedings don't mean much. The only team that's happy right now is Virginia sitting on that bye.
Get to stay at home, watch everybody else play. Musa trying to play it through and then guilty of a foul. Here's Wake up on SMU 2-1. That's back to right. So the road team leading here. The first two scores we've seen pop up on the bug. Road team is leading.
Right.
There's a home team with the lead. NC State here. Musa gets tripped up. That's inside the box as his ball was going to the end line. No call there.
Yeah, there was some contact. It'll be interesting to see if he decides to take a look at this.
I think he is.
Well, there was a little bit of contact, but
I don't know this is going to be enough to warrant a penalty kick, though. Comes through. I see it. I think he purposely slowed his speed down just to disrupt Musa.
Right.
That's, in my mind, that's a heady play.
Yeah, I would be surprised if that goal kick gets overturned. I think this would be a pretty quick review.
One more look. See Wetzel. I think that he was able to pick up Musa, either sound or maybe just out of his peripheral vision caught him. And you see the little look right there. And he kind of slowed down. I don't know if he's kind of looking to his goal keep or if he felt Musa coming up on him.
Well, it looks like just kind of tripped himself.
I think the call is going to stand. And it will. Yep.
Both of these coaching staffs took an opportunity to give their teams a few pointers during that replay.
Mike Noonan pacing just a tad. And so one other match going on right now. Virginia Tech at Syracuse. That is in a driving rain from what we saw earlier. Second half there, 1-1.
Yeah, I'm good. We're 62 here.
62 and clear?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm fine.
It's all good.
Trip from behind by Musa. So he trips up Wetzel. He'll play it quick.
Well, as the draws for the tournament came out, I don't think that going to Syracuse was much far behind going across the country to play at Stanford.
Oh, good touch. Musa trying to carry it forward, and then he goes down. Ball is loose out front. No whistle. They play on.
And I think there was more contact in that one than there was in the last one.
And ball out of bounds for a throw in. Clemson. They're going to try to get it in quick.
Center official saw nothing in it.
Gian can't control. He'll chase after.
Well, if you wondered if this crowd on a Wednesday night was into it, I think the last couple of decisions there
have gotten them more into it.
Gotten them a little fired up, haven't they?
All right, so let's go back and look at this.
I'm not sure there.
And there's going to be a trip on Clemson. And you can see the Magnuson, his foot coming forward, checking across the attacker.
Yeah, just pick your player. Ajibang and Magnuson both converge there.
Sorensen to play it. Still the goal by Dahl. 8-minute mark holding up for Pitt. And a whistle and a foul called behind the ball. Gian tangled up. I believe that's Villamajana he was tied up with.
That was off the ball here.
See Villamajana playing it and then comes back, falls at the feet of Gian. There's nothing there.
Yeah, it was Magnuson involved in the tackle.
Right. Oh, good push through And it's centered across, but Ndema scoops it up. Let's see if he tries to get it going quickly. He does not.
Yeah, this is always tough when you're playing. You've got a lot of stoppages and restarts. It's really tough as a player to get into a rhythm here.
Bang trying to feed it forward to Yoshizawa. That's well played by Pitt. Backside defense. Oh, and again they try to play it through, and that ball will just be cleared. Magnuson, thought for a second that Villamajana was going to jump on that, take off with it. Vicek to throw in. Gian plays it all the way back, and Ndema. Yoshizawa, again attack, good tackle there by Wetzel. Take it away. Yoshizawa gets it right back. Musa tries to one-touch it back, and then it's just going to be played all the way back. He mocks him.
Now, Gavin Wetzel here showing early why he's so important, this Pitt back line. He's just so effective as a 1v1 defender.
And Ndema comes up, takes it on the hop, slings it out to Duquesne. Jimenez. Gian settles, pushes it too strong forward. Had Okunlola breaking. All right, so how about, here's your championships. All right, so 15 teams. Top seed, Virginia this year, sits at home and watches everybody else play tonight. Campus sites for first round and quarterfinal will show up in Cary for semifinal and championship action.
All right, first round tonight and quarterfinals on Sunday.
Yep.
And I believe, is it a Thursday, Sunday format now? I think 2 days of rest?
I think that is correct. I believe that is correct.
Moved away from the Friday, Sunday model, which I think is great.
Trying to feed it forward, Musa, but that's going to be well defended. Sorensen. Musa, oh, claims, ball deflects. Gian, try to backheel it. Yoshizawa. Play to Gian.
I love the mentality of Musa, just continuing to press, mocks him there.
Here's Yoshizawa. Can he break to it? Gets to it, centers it. Plays it back, one-timed and up and too high off the foot of Jimenez.
Nicely put together and generous from Musa there with his back to goal. Looking for and finally finding a teammate arriving in the box. And you could see the intent of it was just to shape it into that
upper
top
corner.
left corner.
Yep. Subs in for Clemson. Play it back to the foot of Stevenson. As Gian goes to the turf, whistle foul called on Pitt.
Now Clemson making those two subs, that's just an embarrassment of riches when you pull off a player of Yoshizawa's quality and bring on Nathan Richmond, who has 7 goals and 2 assists on the year.
And Yoshizawa has offensively has just been red hot coming down the stretch of the regular season. Sub will come in here for Pitt. So here's the goal by Dahl. This is really the first time they had it in the Clemson half. And able to beat Ndema.
Clemson had a couple of close calls at the other end on some crosses, just couldn't get on the end of them. It's Anders Bordoy coming on.
Touch it through, and it's going to be offside. Nathan Richmond.
I think the initial offside was perhaps Musa was in an offside position coming back for that, but laid it off nicely for Richmond, breaking that back line.
And it'll be a foul call there on Clemson. Kind of an obvious push against Magnuson. Sorensen plays it off to Gilman. Shoots it down the wing. That ball's going to... Well, I thought it was going to make the end line. And I guess that Magnuson thought maybe that was going to be off him, so instead of letting it go out, cleared to the sideline.
Yeah, good decision there, not taking any chances.
Never leave anything up to a committee.
Right.
Clemson defense forces Pitt to play it back. Wetzel pushes it forward. Carter going to play it right back to Wetzel. Sorensen plays it off. Clemson pressing as Gilman being chased around there by Gian. And that'll be off of Pitt, they say, for a throw in Clemson.
Oh, it's good stuff from Matthias Leib there.
There you go. There's a good look at Leib.
So interesting. Look at the similarities between Mike Noonan and Jay Vidovich. They prize possession so much that very careful on their restarts, their throw-ins. Want to maintain possession as much as possible in those moments.
Yeah, all that has a purpose.
Right.
So 1-0 here, Clemson. Ooh, Syracuse now up 2-1 over Virginia Tech at home. Tim Bedarick, both goals, so a brace for him.
Wow.
In postseason play. Foul call from behind. Clemson plays it quick. Duquesne, one touches to Richmond. Back heel to Duquesne. Carries it to the box. Crosses it, nobody there.
Oh, nice little clip cross there too, just trying to pick out someone at that back post.
Quick throw in. Gian on the cross. Duquesne one-times it, and Moxon will smother it. I think that was a shot as much as it was trying to find somebody out front of the frame.
That's a terrific ball from Gian there. He's just going to try to put this across the area.
Musa. Ajabang, and Ajabang fouled quickly and then trying to start quick. Now, why would that ball was almost exactly where the foul, and the referee stopped the quick start.
Yeah, He's saying the ball was still moving on the restart. He's saying it was not a completely dead ball.
Subs will come in. So Duncan Wilson coming in. Xander Sevian comes in. All right, so here's the
foul on Ajabang.
Ajabang stops it. Yeah, I think the ball was moving just ever so slightly forward.
Slightly moving.
Yeah, the roll. Kane sends it in. Ball comes loose. Shot sails high. Ajabang with that left foot.
So hard. He's going away, cutting the angle, trying to get your hips around that. He certainly got enough power on it, just could not put that on frame. It was a lot closer than it looked initially.
Yep. Sorensen. Villamajana plays it back, then gets it right back. Game of back and forth over there. Finally some pressure on Villamajana. He'll chip it forward. And he's going to skip. And Dama outside the box.
That just did not quite have enough pace for him to collect that with his hands.
Nope. Trying to feed it forward, looking to get it to Duncan Wilson. A little too tall for him. Wilson will press though. And here comes Clemson on the attack. Steal. Lola, see that touched away from it, and it becomes a corner kick here for Clemson.
And we've got a player down.
And that's Tomas Bedure. Take a look at this. See, there's where Bedure goes down. So Richmond take this corner. Ball comes in, ball punched away, and then the header up and over the net. Was that touched? No, it was not touched by the goalkeeper, Moxham.
That's not a bad idea from Mane there. Moxham was off his line just a little bit. Look, Moxham's off his line. I thought he touched it. Huh.
It went off the bar, but I'm like you. I thought his hand got it.
Well done.
Ball is going to be run down. Clemson able to get back defensively, though. Stop the rush. Chip it in. Cleared out, however, by Stevenson. Pitt will still control Clemson half as they try to push it forward to Villamajana. Oh, good back heel. And just skip through.
Really nice idea.
Richmond pushed off the ball a little bit. And that ball went fully over the sideline. It'll be a throw in Pitt.
I was looking for the foul there. I think the referee thought it was just a 50-50 shoulder challenge.
V-check to throw in. Once again, pushed out of bounds here by Clemson for another throw in for Pitt. 5:15 counting here in this first half. The goal at the 8-minute mark by Dahl. Pitt up 1-0. Wetzel to Sorensen, right back to Wetzel. Vicek plays it back inside. Thorson sends it off Carter. The cross, a little too tall, but there's a shot one time and it's deflected out. Oh, then a nice Mane with a nice little header, trying to chase it down. And that ball will be last touched by Clemson for a throw in for Pitt. It's coming up here at half. We'll hear from both coaches. We'll take a look at what else is going on around tournament play with some highlights from some of the other games. Highlights of this one's stats. A full halftime for you. And Dama comes out. Oh, the ball comes loose. And then a whistle and a foul call.
I think that was Bader there. Okunlola did a good job of just shepherding the ball into Ndima's hands. I think it's a little foul from behind.
Yeah, he was using his body almost like a box out.
Yeah, he's just kind of shielding him off, and
yeah, just got thrown to the ground.
A little foul from behind.
Back to live action.
Actually, that was Bordeaux.
Wilson loses it back. Mane pushes it off on the wing. Play it back to the big back Stevenson. Duquesne. Richmond looked to push it through and just much too strong of a touch. Take a look there at Nathan Richmond. He won't be happy about that. He got too quick on it.
Well, just
to slow down. Ball cleared forward. That's going to be chased down. Wilson's going to get to it. Into the box he goes. And he just dribbled it too much. Outside shot fired, but that's going to be wide left.
I could see Okunlola was looking to get forward again, screaming for the ball, and really not a bad idea from Mane there. It's a good ball from Stevenson.
Getting ball well into the zone of Clemson off the foot of Moxham. Vicek plays it back, trying to touch it forward. Settled there by Ajabang. Live will play it off. Magnus, a bad pass.
I think
Pitt with an opportunity.
I think he was looking for Sevian to come back to the ball there.
Box they go, and just enough. Live able to get enough of that. Touch it away. Richmond heads up. Sevian going to chase that down.
And this is where he's dangerous in the open field, running at players.
Carries it forward all the way into the box and then loses it. Maybe too much 1v1.
Yeah. He's clever on the dribble, though.
hear from Mike Noonan, head coach of Clemson, here after we wrap up this first half of action with only 33 seconds left in the half. Clemson will see if they can put together one more push. Clear it. Duquesne will run that down. Centers it. Sevian couldn't get there. The ball will be pushed out of bounds. I don't know that Clemson get anything else off here. 3, try to center it. Nope, they won't. So Pitt will carry a 1-0 lead here at half. And once again, 62-4-4 in the last 7 years. Pitt is when scoring first.
Into the back line as well.
Coach, we'll let you get back to coaching. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. All the best.
All right, thank you there, Jay Vidovich. Everything with both these coaches, you know, here we are. Yeah, you know, love the moment, love the excitement of tournament play, and both coaches are just nonchalant.
Nonchalant. Well, I think he gave a perfect description of what that partnership with Wetzel and Sorensen looks like and what they do. Sorensen's kind of the general running things back there, and Wetzel's really busy stepping into midfield.
I think the other thing is, if you're Clemson, you can't come out here second half and start pressing too much. You know, let the game come to you. Here's Richmond. Center it out front. Down goes the attacker, but no whistle there. It was a good tackle out front. Nothing wrong with that. Throw in for Clemson.
No, that's exactly the way you wanted to start the second half, is overload that right side, get Okunlola forward. It's a good delivery, and it's really outstanding defensively to deny Duncan Wilson a shot and an opportunity to get on the end of that cross.
Shoot it off the wing. Okunlola will head it back in. Out comes Moxon. I'm gonna clean that up. Yoshizawa was just kind of there lurking.
That was kind of a glancing header from Wilson. I think he was actually trying to knock that down for Richmond.
Attacks it, tries to create a turnover, but Pitt will just clear it to relieve the pressure. Okunlola off the header from Mane. Clemson can attack here. On the wing, 1v1. Now it becomes 1v2 as he takes it to the end line. That'll be touched out of bounds for a corner for Clemson.
I love the mindset from Nathan Richmond there. He's going to take on the player and tries to get to the end line, but ultimately earns a corner. Job done.
We've seen Clemson on corners play it short. Richmond played one in. They got fisted out by Moxon. And again, they're going to play it. Yoshizawa. Duquesne will chip it in. Backside header. Nothing there. Again, they try to shoot it in, but low. Yoshizawa able to chase that down. Try to play it off. Here's a cross, backside of everybody, and headed out. Duquesne hesitated on that, was going to attack it, hesitated. Pitt now pushes it forward. Duquesne grabbed the jersey there of Thornton, no whistle. Ball out front, shot, oh, just wide, and Dama was sprawling off to his right, and that just missed the post. And that was the goal scorer from the first half. Thorns, no, excuse me, that was Dahl.
Yeah, it was
Dahl.
Lasse Dahl there again, just given a fraction of a window. And
I mean, that did not miss by much.
Now he will take even a half opportunity.
Okunlola on the wing. And again, that's going to deflect off the defender and become another corner for Clemson.
Well, I thought the last short corner was nicely drawn up. Just a little short corner, second phase. Look for your big man Magnuson to knock it down at the back post.
See Moxham trying to direct traffic. There's plenty of traffic in front. So Richmond again to take the corner. Not a lot of space here at historic Riggs Field in the corners.
Yeah.
Plays it a little short, deflects out Duquesne. He'll try to chip that back in. And that will be throw in Pitt. All right, so Syracuse advances on 2-1 over Virginia Tech.
And if I remember my bracket correctly, they will head down to Raleigh to take on NC State.
Yep. The 6 versus the 3. Richmond with a nice run across to keep control. Pitt doing a little more pressing, it seems like here. Open up this second half. There's a play to Richmond. Can't settle it though. Gilman was there to clean up that mess.
I like the mentality though. Continue to take chances, get forward. Some probing long balls, change the point of attack.
Back on the 5th of September, it was Richmond that had the game winner, the 80-minute mark. A 3-2 Clemson win between these two clubs. The only matchup this season. Mane in traffic, able to just touch it back. They play it to the wing. Cross, headed back. Oh, outside foot pass. Didn't have enough pace on it.
The course of that match, similar. Pitt gets the early goal, but that time Clemson struck back twice before the half to go up 2-1. Pitt equalized, and then, as you said, Richmond scored the winner with about 10 minutes left.
And Gian had 2 goals in that first half. Richmond trying to play it forward. Trying to get it there to Duncan Wilson.
That was well defended from Sorensen.
Bang played all the way back. Richmond has it touched away from behind. Able to gather it back. Leib trying to touch it forward to Okunlola. Pushed out of bounds. Throw in Pitt. You're a little surprised that they don't start Musa and Gian here second half. And
yeah, I think it's an interesting decision. A different type of personality and forward though, right? You got Duncan Wilson really good with his back to goal. Musa more when the ball is played in behind.
Yoshizawa forces another corner.
Right.
Sorry.
I was just saying, Clemson's had a lot of success getting in wide areas, but now with Duncan Wilson as a center forward who can pin the ball up, he can get a little central penetration. So we'll see if the little tweak pays off here early, but they've created some havoc early here in the first 9 minutes.
I mean, only 2 subs so far for Pitt, whereas Clemson has subbed in 4, so maybe the depth, the bench for Clemson. There's one that's headed down low and loose out front, and again it's going to go up and over the net. Another opportunity for Clemson, and they cannot take advantage.
I think it was Floki Stevenson who won the initial header.
No, it was the defender actually filling back behind Moxham. What a nice job there. I believe that was Gilman.
As a goalkeeper, you always talk about that. Don.
Absolutely.
When the goalkeeper's off his line, the thought from the defender is retreat and support.
Yep.
Provide cover.
I can tell you in my fullback days, that was always a thing that my coach was always on me, but fill behind. And then when I did play goal way, way, way back when. Yeah,
if you ever went,
give a gold star to Gilman right there for that.
Yeah.
Ball touched away. Lola will come up with it. Got Wilson off to the wing, plays it to him. Right back. Chipped in. Mane looking to settle. That had some pace now. Trying to backheel the shot and it fall. Moxham just able to get a piece of that off the foot of Yoshizawa. Well, that's just reflexes.
Yeah, and I think we're looking at an offside here.
Yeah, Clemson was offside, yeah.
Yeah. Mane just keeping the play alive. You can see Duncan Wilson just a fraction offside there, but regardless, cat-like reflexes from Moxham.
All right, we were talking about Gian. Here he is, back on the pitch. Mane comes out. All right, so place. ACC Network, your spot for all of that. Offside call here against Clemson.
I think Coach Noonan will be happy with how Clemson has started the second half here, been the aggressor, come out, created some chaos in the final third, and likewise, I think Jay Vidovich will be happy with his Pitt team. They have bent but not broken here early.
Yoshizawa pushed off the ball, and that'll draw a whistle. Oh, that may draw a card, and it is. That's a little surprising. I didn't necessarily see that going against Oliver.
I think a little surprising. I think it was a transitional moment. Looked like Clemson caught Pitt a little unbalanced there on that turn.
Oh, now I understand why.
Yeah. A bit of a tug. You got to pull on the other hip when the referee's on your right shoulder, though, Don.
Musa, the header. Richmond trying to position a body, can't. Ball stays in the air. Gonna have to come down eventually. And it's cleared by Pitt. And it's going to go out of bounds. Throw in Clemson. Live, a nice job using that big body of his.
He could feel the pressure coming from Thornton. Good decision there.
Yoshizawa. Trying to play it forward, looking for Richmond. I'm not, if he got that, I don't know, he would have been ruled onside, to be honest with you. Now, here we go. Attacked by the Tigers. Gian couldn't handle the pass from Richmond. And now Pitt with a touch. And Dama way out of the box.
And it's a good thing he was, and he was aware. That was not going to be offsides. Pitt was in their own half when that ball was played through.
Clemson will play it quick. Look for Musa, but plays it behind him. Cross again, looking for Musa, but headed out. Gian pushes it through. Okunlola able to save it. Crosses it. Header. Yoshizawa couldn't get it squared up. It's a great effort.
It's a great cross from Okunlola there.
And just enough for the body of the defender was there in front of him. Svendy, who is, I remember last year, he was a first-team All-American and the 2024 ACC Defensive Player of the Year, comes off the bench.
It's coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Again, just as we said, embarrassment of riches when they make some of these subs.
Gian plays it back. Duquesne on the wing, trying to push it through. Can't get it there cleanly. Gian settles, trying to play it long, puts it much too long. Becomes a goal kick.
Actually surprised Moxham didn't take a touch and just force Richmond to pressure him before he kicked it up, just to eat a little bit more time off this clock.
Force it almost down the sideline. Pitt not going to let that happen. Gian trying to be a pest. And we get a whistle and a foul call. We'll go against Pitt.
There's Fenby there, just a little too much with the hands.
That's a good chip to the wing. Will be chased down. Touch it back to Ndema. Gilman pushes it all the way back. Not onside, nope. Richmond had drifted.
Yeah, you could see he was starting to bend his run, but that back line of Pitt was so disciplined and together, they just stepped him. Said anything from looking at that scoreboard, it's that tournament seeding doesn't matter a whole lot.
We mentioned that, you mentioned that in the open of the show, and it is carried to fruition. Zoltar, going to be your nickname. Oh, I thought for a second Musa kept that. It still went off a pitch. Still a throw in for Clemson. I thought that back heel had kept that ball in bounds. Kane. Chip. Okunlola will chase that down onside. Defended well. Richmond trying to play that in, and it goes off the face of the defender. That could not feel good to Bedure. Here, let me defend this. Okay, I'll give you a face full of soccer ball.
Just he was able to duck his head at the last second.
And you see the corners in the bug there. 6-0, Clemson's favor. Again, they're going to play it out short. GN trying to get it over top, headed away. Good defense there. Interior in the box. Oh, and a push from behind. That was blatant. Magnuson just running over and through Wetzel. Oh, and then we have a man drop. Dahl, who scored the goal for Pitt way back the 8-minute mark down. Looks like he may be battling a cramp, maybe.
He had that awkward collision with.
Yeah, he took that one to the thigh, remember?
Yeah, I didn't know if it was.
Initially
thought it was a dead leg.
Yeah.
As the temperatures drop, that can just.
And many, many others. Push it Gian's way, and they'll push it away. Comes to flex off Gian, and fire a shot, and it'll just go wide right. He doesn't need much space. Good opportunity for him there. Missed to the post, right side.
Well, and you can look in the build-up here. It kind of falls fortunately for him. I think Richmond was looking for Okunlola, but it falls to Gian.
Musa creates a turnover, trying to play it to Yoshizawa. Pitt has none of that.
I'll tell you, it's kind of been a story of just some near misses, hasn't it?
Oh. Put the move on Musa as he went sliding down. Filamajana trying to push his way. Richmond a little push in the back there of Onder. Bordoy.
I don't think
Pitt looking for a call and didn't get a whistle.
Though Schwinby, he was anticipating the contact, looking for the contact, but it ultimately never came.
Okunlola trying to push it. Gian, he comes out of there with it.
That's well done from Kwaku Agubeng.
Okunlola trying to chip it across. He could see Yoshizawa coming. They chase it down before it goes out of bounds. Here's another cross coming backside, and that's going to be tipped away, and it's going to be whistle and a foul call on Clemson.
I'm not sure what's going on here. I think there was something off.
Yeah, there's something off the ball, across the way.
Yeah, Coach Noonan was making this sign to one of the official to look at the video.
Cards are coming.
Last couple of minutes, Don.
Maybe just the book's coming.
Feels like we have a big challenge coming up, and this game just kind of feels like it's on the brink of exploding right now. It's been ramped up.
Bedure. I think we are going to go and take a look at replay. So they'll go and take a look at replay here.
It's going to certainly be something off the ball. If he was issued a yellow card, does he think he missed it and something should be a red card?
I think so. Ooh, there was a arm thrown there. But that was way back.
All right, we'll see if there's more contact.
There's another one right there.
Yeah,
that was 21.
Uncalled for. I think that was Svenby.
Yeah, Svenby.
It was uncalled for, but I think ultimately a yellow card is probably the right decision.
He went against Duquesne, right?
Yep. Of course, the crowd has seen it on the
video board here. I don't know if the officials are too thrilled with that. So it will be a yellow, I think. Let's see.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Svenby does earn a yellow, but then nothing else.
Yeah, it wasn't a punch. The hand wasn't raised. It wasn't a fist, so it doesn't warrant anything other than that. Just tension's high, frustration builds.
All right, so now you're Clemson. You got 22-28 showing a clock. You're down 1-0. It's going to build.
Yeah.
Musa trying to put a little pressure on, and almost a mistake made there by Sorensen.
Well, it was actually probably for the quality of the match, it was probably a pretty timely timeout for the VAR there, because you could certainly feel the tension building. There were a couple of challenges. Nothing was called. You just felt the frustration of both sets of players.
Yoshizawa able to carry it through. Looking to pass it off. Richmond fires the left footer, deflects out. Gian comes away with it. Looks to the wing. Okunlola in the box, pushes to the end line, chips it across. Nobody there. Kane backside. Gian trying to push it through, is looking for Yoshizawa. Cleared by Pitt. Clemson will keep it in the Pitt half. Okunlola, nice job of settling that. Chips it across, was looking for Musa. That'll be chased down. Kane will get to it. Yoshizawa trying to push it to the box, going to be cut off as the ball comes to the end line. And we'll roll for a goal kick.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was Wetzel again or...
All right, so this is going all the way back to 2020. This is in the ACC Championship, and there's the goal by Clemson. This is all Clemson and Pitt. Pitt's going to tie it up. And then Clemson is going to get the game winner. A header right there. Clemson would go on to win the ACC Championship that season 2-1. Back to live action. Gian in the box as it tipped away. Okunlola. Richmond gets it on the wing. Foots it across, cleared out. Push it right back to Richmond.
That was nicely done from Magnuson there.
Duquesne opposite side. Yoshizawa. Oh, nice move. Alone in the box, tries to fire a shot. Deflects for a corner.
It's a terrific first move on the dribble, just cuts it inside.
I thought he was going to fire the right-footed shot there when he first got it, but decided not to. So take a look at Moxham in net. Here's Gian. Plays it out. Richmond. Once again, they'll lob it in. Header. No, and just softly on frame as Moxham will take it. North Carolina now up 3-0 on the road at Notre Dame.
It can't be much warmer in South Bend than it is in Syracuse.
Than it was in Syracuse.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's raining in South Bend like it was in Syracuse. 50s and a hard rain at Syracuse. Syracuse prevailed. So again, Clemson looks to attack. That ball again will be deflected out for yet another corner. Wind here tonight all of a sudden has picked up. Look across the way and see the flags.
Yeah.
Almost at full extension. You see the corner flag there blowing some. And they'll play it out. Gian let it go by him. Little spinning move trying to fake out the defender. That didn't work. Yoshizawa able to save it. Lola. Ball served in, headed on frame. Right to the hands of Moxham. Got the big man forward. Got Stevenson there.
They finally connected on one of those crosses, and he does well. He gets over it, and unfortunately, it's just right at Moxham.
Gian in the box, pushes it. Moxham off to his right, smothers it. You can tell Clemson amping up the offensive pressure, just trying to find something. A crack in the armor.
I've always thought this is the time in the match where you're approaching 15 minutes remaining. You've gone on the road, you're the lower seed. It's important to stay in the moment and not start dreaming about the result. There's still a lot of work to do, and you just need some sustained possession and get forward. You cannot just be in a defensive mentality the whole time, and Clemson has had Pitt pinned in here for a few minutes.
Yeah, really a majority of the second half.
Yeah, they've certainly been the aggressor, but when Pitt gets forward, they have to commit some numbers forward.
Ball tipped away. Trying to serve it forward, looking for Yoshizawa, but much too strong.
And you're going to have to chase that and pressure that because Moxham's going to sit on it.
Ooh, SMU scores a tying goal and knotted up at 2.
Wow.
And a foul called there on Clemson.
Yes.
We're going to get a yellow? We are. And it's going to be a yellow against Leib.
He just played the ball into Wetzel a little bit, didn't he?
So the clock stopped at the 15:30 mark. Still the goal at the 8-minute mark by Dahl. The difference in this. Pitt a 1-0 lead. Sub comes in. Bertrand and Carter out. You should take a look there at Arnal Filamajana. Richmond trying to put some pressure on the ball, and that ball will be touched out of bounds by Clemson off the foot. Magnuson. Gilman to throw in. Filamajana. And then foul call on Filamajana, and then he picked it up. Clemson plays it quickly.
Clemson's just trying to get the ball back in play and get it forward as quickly as possible here.
Run. Long run. Lola on the wing. Pushes it to the end line, and it touched it too hard.
That last touch was just a little heavy. I think for Clemson on the flip side too, you only need one goal.
Right.
Just don't worry about getting. We have to score two. You can just get the first one. It's a good double team from Clemson to win the ball back.
Back to the wing it goes. Play it across, but headed out. Gian heads it back in. Richmond trying to turn, fires a shot, covered up. Moxham once again. Wasn't a whole lot of pace to that.
Clemson has continued to be a threat, but each time they turn to put one on frame, Moxham is up to the challenge.
Yoshizawa pushes it through. He's looking for Gian. Just touched it too hard. Clemson will press. And a double team there. And it'll be a throw in. Pitt right in front of the Clemson bench. Oh, SMU has scored again. Go up 3-2. There you go. There's a game right there, Joe. Show you just how quickly things can turn.
Right.
Throw in went out of bounds.
I think that also shows you what can happen when you're playing in front of your home crowd. You get the one goal to equalize.
Just a little momentum.
Right.
Clemson hoping they can find that here, down 1-0. Yoshizawa. So keep that in bounds. Too heavy as they try to get it to Gian. Live comes through and blasts it to the stands.
In this game, that Duke and Cowell game is the next matchup. That's going to be interesting to watch.
Oh, and maybe an elbow thrown. And Bordoy sold it. That did not place Mike Noonan there in front of the Clemson bench. And now, again, little chippiness.
Clemson, I think they were incensed because it stopped the counterattack. They didn't see anything in that.
And again, stoppage of play, and everybody taking opportunities to get something to drink, get some fluid in them. I haven't seen any card that has been issued.
Well, Lucas Magnuson got the yellow, but I think it was for after the fact. I don't think there's a whole lot in the foul there.
Well, that's a hamstring.
Right.
Nobody touched him. He just went down on a hamstring.
Well, that's what the coaching staff for Clemson is protesting. They stopped a counterattack. There was no foul. And it's a little bit of a gentleman's agreement when a player goes down. If it's this for a sustained amount of time, you know, you will not go forward. Other team will give you possession once it's restarted. But in a moment like that, you haven't even let that opportunity develop. I'm not really sure why that's the restart.
Play it forward, opportunity. Pitt fires, and Ndema watches it sail wide left. Dive into cover, and again down goes Bordoy. Stop the clock with 10:49.
I think this crowd is getting the feeling that some of this is time wasting. Nonetheless, regardless of if it is or isn't, it can affect the rhythm of the game because it's very choppy here the last 10 minutes.
Jay Vidovich coaching him up. You see Bordoy walking to the bench area. It's like Alex Hauskrit will come in.
That's interesting. Typically, you have to wait when medical personnel comes on the field. They come on right away.
Ball in the midst of bodies. Gian comes out, whistle, and it's going to be a foul call against Clemson.
That's really important for Clemson players to keep their head here, focus on the task at hand.
Musa creates a turnover. Gian in traffic, can't carry it.
The match has the feeling that every bit of contact is a yellow card.
And down goes another Pitt player. So this is earlier. You can see that is
right.
Some heavy contact going on.
That's college soccer.
Game's getting a little more physical as this gets later and later. We're drift under 10 to go, 9:35 and counting. Chip in, opportunity out front, chips it up though, and it bounces right to Ndema. Ooh. Bertrand had an opportunity there. Just couldn't get enough on it, not enough pace. Goal by Pitt. And they'd really be celebrating.
I think that's probably the second best opportunity they carved out here in the second half. I think it was Dahl who had that glancing shot that was just wide.
Yeah. Pitt would just watch that one roll over the end line for a goal kick. They want to eat some time. So let's go back and look at this opportunity they had out front. Bertrand just couldn't. It's only the second shot on goal the entire evening for Pitt.
Two earlier chances in the second half were just built wide.
Clemson trying to press. And Pitt able to control.
Oh, that's a terrific turn by Villamajana.
Villamajana going to pass it off on the wing. Sliding tackle and then beauty. Turned in there. Stevenson. James Kelly in the game for Clemson, a much bigger attacker, more physical attacker up front. Musa trying to play it in, looking for Kelly, and out comes Moxham, and that was a great read to cover that up. Clemson player goes down, a foul called on Pitt. 7-minute mark. And now a Clemson player down. It's Ajabang.
Yeah, it looks like Ajabang might be cramping.
All right, so let's go back and take a look at what else is going on in this tournament tonight. All right, so Shizawa tries to play it through. Kelly touches it off. Ball sent in out front. Kelly goes up high and can't. Excuse me, that wasn't Kelly. And again, a little extra. That was Leib. Little extra words after trying to go up and get the header.
Yeah, he does up well to meet this. Just cannot quite get over it.
See Leib a little push on Bedure.
Contact after the fact. Needs to be carefully sitting on that yellow card.
Yeah, exactly.
Regardless of what happens, certainly don't want to miss the next match, whether it's a ACC quarterfinal or a first-round NCAA tournament match.
Working our way to 6:20. Yoshizawa, nice touch. Ajabang trying to push it through, directs off.
Clemson has numbers.
And trying to get it forward to Gian. All of that was in the air, though. Ajabang. Another long run to the corner, and good defense. Ball be touched out of bounds by Clemson, become a throw-in for Pitt. They'll take some time. So see Duquesne, really some good defense here. Turned in by Thornton.
That's just shoulder to shoulder, good challenge there.
And there's gonna be a whistle and a foul called there. Against Pitt. Magnuson goes to the turf. Pitt, Clemson pushed it in back in the Pitt zone. Yoshizawa was looking for Gian, touched it too heavy. Gian went looking for it. Gian, nice sliding tackle, creates the turnover. Here's Musa. Pushes it to Gian. See what the little wizard can do. Feed it to Musa. Out front, Ajabang try to fire it through traffic, can't.
It's just all hands on deck at the back here for Pitt right now.
And again, Clemson just keeps pounding it into the box. Pitt has an answer every time.
Well, the times that they've managed to
That's going to
get something on frame, Moxham has been up to the challenge.
That's going to create a corner. Clock ticking, 4:15. Clemson plays short on several occasions. Let's see what they do here. Oh, hit it in low. That's not what you wanted.
You have to beat the first defender there with that delivery.
Duquesne able to settle it. Lola plays it off. Trying to center it through. Ball deflects. Gian looking to control. Oh, he kind of whiffed on whatever he's trying to do there. Just touched it very lightly.
Turf toe right there on the delivery.
Yoshizawa will chase it down backside. They'll play it all the way to Andema. 3:15 left. Clemson not going to get too many more of these opportunities. Again, Pitt doing a good job just turning it to the corner. Keep that ball in play, work some clock.
That's a good clearance.
Again, Pitt with an opportunity to carry it, work some more time off the clock. Under 3. Villamajana loses it. Let's see if Clemson can play it back. Now you can tell some legs are. You've had so much up and down here. Last 10 minutes or so. Conditioning is going to come into play.
Pitt has a player down, but I don't think Clemson's going to stop until this attack develops.
Finally, Pitt with control, and then the ball goes off of Clemson, out of bounds. Another cramp. I said a Pitt player, and that's their star, Villamajana. See him trying to stretch it out, and you look. All right, flown to Duke. They're going to fly back home possibly. And if they win that, got to fly back to North Carolina again.
Well, they had that similar run in the ACC tournament last year, right? Remember we talked to the Cal coach earlier in the year. I think they had 8 days they spent in the research triangle area.
Zahir Dyke comes in for Pitt here. First look at him here in the match. Villamajana will come off. 2:12 left. Throw in for Pitt. Up 1-0. Throw in and then they just clear it. Clock more important than possession of the ball right now. And that'll be another throw in here for Pitt.
They will certainly take their time, and Clemson will want the ball back in play as quickly as possible.
Yeah, and again, they just punch it forward. Clemson zone, and then they'll try to take it to the corner. You can't afford to defend there, and ball comes through, and now an opportunity, and they call that a foul, I believe. Not an offside, but a foul. Minute 35 as Andema foots it. Pitt with control, and again, they'll just chip it forward. Musa will gather. Minute 19 left. Musa trying to play it forward, trying to get it to James Kelly. Pitt will just turn that right back. Stays in bound, and then is misplayed by Dyke. Quick throw in here for Clemson with 60 seconds left. Kane, Yoshizawa gonna send it across, and it'll be headed out. 35 seconds left. Again, they'll center it. That's not done well. Scooped up. Moxham. And he can eat up a lot of time right here. Matter of fact, I don't know that Clemson will get another opportunity. Just punt it out. 15 seconds left. And Pitt side, but they chip it. But Pitt wins their first road game of the year, and it comes in the ACC tournament on the road at Clemson. The goal by Dahl, just 8 minutes.